Why do insurance companies move so slowly? The nature of being made better, or whole, again after one has suffered a loss. Be it from an injury or a property loss, even if purely emotional harm, the hurt is never healed as quickly as we'd like. In the car insurance world of vehicle repair, it is my belief that it is always slow. It might help to understand the timeline parameters for getting any car repair done, much less one which has body damage needing to be repaired which does not even become visible or measurable until the actual repairs begin, aka, hidden body damage. THW disassembly of damaged parts, the evaluation as to their repairability, or does the part need to be replaced, all add to the ticking clock timeline. The assembly, adjustment, paint prep, paint primer application and prep before final color matched paint and the last step of clear coat all take time, days. Not minutes. In order to restore a car to that of a professionally repaired vehicle. And a demanding public insists upon receiving their car back in an almost like new condition. This all creates a witch's brew which I saw as a lose-lose-lose situation for the body shop, insurance carrier, and the customer. Cars and the transportation they provide have become such a vital piece of 21st century life in the first world countries that they are far from being the simple luxury curiosity they were when introduced and popularized in the past 100 years. A mere blink of an eye in the history of human civilization of the earth. So, how slow is slow? Better yet, how long would you consider the timeline to be rated as fast? As a customer awaiting the repairs of my vehicles over my lifetime, I feel your pain. It was, as always, too slow. What the industry could better to assuage that pain is to be forthright up in the beginning and try to provide customers some general idea of the realities of claim repair guidelines and expectations for timelines, which is something I worked at with my clients. Tried hard to establish expectations at the outset, then, again at the emotion-laden start of a claim they needed to initiate. One area I tried to introduce in an unorthodox style was to make a rapid evaluation to determine if a vehicle might be a total loss. If it appeared likely, I told my customers to immediately begin searching for that next car. It is coming someday, anyway, so I encouraged them in an upbeat tone to get ready for their next new car. 'Cause it was in the way and the insurance total loss settlement check was going to be their down payment. This helped them let go of old Betsy and start thinking about the next one, which obviously would allow them to enjoy many new whistles and bells as technology keeps moving forward. The life insurance application process is notoriously slow, and there are two main reasons. 1. The industry has historically been slow to adopt new technologies. 2. The process of life insurance underwriting involves a lot of people and a lot of back and forth, and that takes time. An example of the industry being slow to adopt new technologies, some life insurance carriers still require forms to mailed back and forth, via the post office. So that takes time. Thankfully, many are using electronic contracts now. An example of the process just taking time, the carrier requires statements from all doctors you're currently seeing. These statements, called attending physician statements (APS), can delay the process by weeks if your doctor is busy or unresponsive. Many carriers will also require your medical records, which will also take time to request. Another example of the process just taking time, you need to schedule a medical exam as part of your application, and it can take time to get that scheduled. Some carriers have started to offer accelerated underwriting, which may let you skip the medical exam and physician's statements and get life insurance more quickly, but generally only young and healthy people qualify, and even then, it's usually best to go through underwriting so that you can ensure you're getting the best rates for your specific health profile. There are a number of reasons. 1. Insurance companies are heavily regulated. How they price, what they offer, who they can partner with are things that all have strong restrictions. And these restrictions vary from state to state and country to country, and many regulators look very skeptically at change in general. This can be a huge hurdle to doing things that are new. 2. Insurance systems are also very complicated and expensive to change. Many of these systems have been around for decades and aren't easy to update. It's hard for most people to comprehend the level of complexity and costs to make major IT modifications. 3. Financial risk. Insurance is somewhat unique in that you don't really know what a product will cost you for potentially many years after you've sold it and collected your premium. They need to be careful they don't make promises they can't keep or that will cost them huge losses. 4. Consumers don't care. Insurance is a low engagement product and generally want to pay a low premium and not think about it anymore.